Let's start off with a story affecting the entire D.C. area. Metrobus is back to full service today, almost a month after dozens of routes were suspended due to COVID-related staffing shortages.
The changes took effect on January 10th and reduced the service to 75%. But WMATA is bringing back full service, as we mentioned, because they say case rates are declining and employees are returning to work after quarantine.
The bad news? Finding a new excuse for showing up late to work. Blaming Metro is done. Guess it's back to the old standby. Taco Bell. Also, a report from Metro titled "The Quarterly Fare Evasion Update" uncovered 1 in 3 Metrobus riders don't pay the required fare when getting on buses. Well, no wonder the buses were showing up less. All this fare evasion, by the way, makes sense because bus drivers don't feel like arguing in a pandemic. You can only hear, "I could have sworn my card had money on it," so many times, breathing all that hot air in your direction before you like, man, just get on the bus. I have a future to protect. Nobody wants to get sick trying to kick somebody off a bus over $2. And when you look at it that way, 1 in 3 doesn't sound so bad. By the way, this week's leader for least valuable player, the quarterly fare evasion update. Why y'all telling? While y'all just telling everybody business, what I work out with my friendly neighborhood X2 bus driver is between us. Now, I chose this next story because it's more good news for the area on a Monday. Bald eagles, once considered endangered in Maryland, have made a comeback so amazing the Chesapeake Bay region now has the largest concentration of bald eagles in the lower 48 states. Hey, not only that, but we could see more. You know I got the jacket on for love. I'm out here looking like a Build-A-Bear after dark. As eagles are pairing up and will begin laying eggs by March. You gotta love a good comeback story. Hated to love it, the underdog's on top. Who knew eagles have their own version of cuffing season? They are pairing up right around Valentine's Day. And unlike humans, they don't have to spend any money on courtship. No wonder their success rate is so high. Welcome back, Eagles. Hopefully they can help DC out with its rat problem. I personally don't know what's more unsettling, rats or giant birds swooping down and killing rats. Therapy visits will soon be on the rise. Now, I chose this next story from Massachusetts because I know a lot of you guys can relate. A group of moms exhausted by the COVID-19 pandemic decided to get together in a local parking lot for a therapeutic, quote, Primal Mom Scream.
Even though I don't know these ladies, I just felt like we could all relate. Like, it was just such an awesome release.
Wow, that sounds like the sound of finding that perfect pump at Marshall's, knowing you will never find the other half. Better there than in front of the kids, though. Go on and let it out. If this keeps the ladies from asking to see the manager or leaving a nasty Yelp review somewhere, then I'm all for it. Mothers are dealing with a lot right now. You got to do what you got to do. The light up battle axes were a bit much, but you know what? I'm not even judging. I can't judge. The last thing I need is angry moms treating me like a Primal Scream group on Twitter. Marvin Gaye once said, "It makes me want to holler, throw up both my hands with light up battle axes." Looks like he was probably onto something. He wasn't talking about soccer moms in that song, but hey, if the shoe fits, wear it on your next trip to go scream in public, you know, mismatched since you couldn't find the other one at Marshall's. This last story was sent to us by viewer Karen P. on Twitter, who's becoming prolific, by the way, and it is as Florida gets. A Port St. Lucie man named Bradford Weitzel was arrested after he allegedly stole a car to go look for his own car, left the stolen car on train tracks where it was then hit by a train and flew into a house. He then vandalized a fruit stand and attempted to steal a forklift. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Now, the car, that thing was dead on arrival. But just look at this man's mugshot. Just look at this man's mugshot. He looks like the spokesman for Roid Rage. Never try anybody with a neck bigger than their head. They always want the smoke. Beetlejuice head people are always crazy. That is a fact. Legal department, matter of fact, is in my, what? Okay, actually, it turns out that's actually not a fact. But leave tiny-headed, thick-necked people alone. Just trust me on that one. This could be the opening scene in Florida Man the movie. It has everything: stolen cars, a train crash, a house crash, a destroyed fruit stand. Because you know they always take out fruit stands in action movies. Fruit stands need insurance for random acts of cinematic destruction. My favorite story? Come on. Come on. It's got to be the Adventures of Big Neck Florida Man. How does this guy not have his own reality show? Also, he allowed me to turn to the side a bunch of times and see how tight it was. Man, you see it? My man, shout out to my man Munchie. It's time.